Welcome to my YouTube channel Wonderpedia. Today we will talk about 10 facts about the Titanic. The Titanic, one of the most iconic ships in history, holds a place in our collective imagination that transcends time. The tragic sinking of this luxurious ocean liner in 1912 has become a symbol of both human ambition and the consequences of overconfidence. In exploring 10 fascinating facts about the Titanic, we uncover the complexities of its design, the events surrounding its maiden voyage, and the enduring legacy of this maritime tragedy. 1. Lives were lost on the Titanic before it ever set sail. Whilst it may not seem like it, making a ship was a very dangerous process back in the day. It was common for many injuries to take place on the building site of a ship, and even for some people to lose their lives. 2. The Titanic was the largest ship in the world. One of the key features of the Titanic was its massive scale. At the time of its launch, the Titanic was the largest movable man-made object in the entire world. The ship was 269 meters long and 28 meters wide. Despite being gigantic at the time, the Titanic would be completely dwarfed by some of the more modern cruise liners that we have today. 3. The Titanic was never described as an unsinkable ship. Out of all of these 10 facts about the Titanic, this one might be the most surprising. A huge part of the lore surrounding the Titanic was that it was claimed to be an unsinkable ship. This, obviously, proved to be very ironic given the ship's tragic fate. 4. There was a swimming pool on board the Titanic. Luxury was integral to the Titanic's appeal. The luxurious aspects of the ship were, however, restricted to the first-class areas. The lower classes enjoyed a much more basic setup. 5. The wealth of the passengers in the Titanic's first class was 400 million pounds. The Titanic attracted the richest members of society, who were desperate to indulge in the decadence of the ship's historic maiden voyage. As such, the great ship was carrying a lot of wealthy people on board. 6. Titanic was responsible for delivering mail post for the British Postal Service. In addition to transporting passengers, the Titanic was also responsible for delivering mail on behalf of the British Postal Service. There were 5 mail clerks on board the ship, along with a full post office and mailroom on decks F and G. 7. A much-needed lifeboat drill was called off. The Titanic sank on the night of the 14th of April 1912. Hauntingly, a lifeboat drill was actually scheduled to take place earlier that day, but was called off by the ship's captain. Captain Edward Smith opted to cancel the lifeboat drill in favor of holding a final Sunday service on board before he retired. 8. A closer ship could have come to the Titanic's rescue. When the Titanic started to sink, distress signals were sent out to call for help from nearby ships. At this time, the closest ship to the Titanic was called the Californian. However, it did not respond to the distress signals until it was too late to help. 9. One of Titanic's large funnels was fake. When you look at a photograph of the Titanic, one of its most distinctive features is its 4 large funnels. You'd think that all of these funnels were fully functioning, but that was not the case. In fact, only 3 of the Titanic's funnels were functional, with the 4th one just being there for aesthetic purposes. 10. The wreck of the Titanic was only discovered in the last 50 years. A lot of the information that we know about the Titanic and what happened in the ship's final hours, we get from exploring the ship's remains. The wreck of the Titanic sits 3,700 meters below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, which, to clarify, is very, very deep. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.